Hello Golden State Warriors fans, we are here once again to bring you the latest news related to our team, and I would like to emphasize how committed we are to improving our performance to achieve great results. Before we dive into this intriguing news, I kindly ask you to show your support by clicking the like button, and if you are not yet subscribed to our channel, I invite you all to join us on an exciting journey. Remember to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. O último plano de jogo de última hora dos Warriors revela o que Langeles caíram. The Golden State Warriors suffered a humiliating defeat to the Boston Celtics on Sunday. A significant point of discussion after the game was the decision to foul Jaylen Brown at the three-point line. In speaking with the media as part of his post-game press conference, Draymond Green revealed that the Warriors implemented this plan 15 minutes before taking the court. "I don't think we played a complete defensive strategy," Green said. "We implemented our strategy about 15 minutes before we walked out of the locker room. So, I don't necessarily think we put together a full defensive strategy to dissect what they're doing with their offense and how to stop it. I was actually all for it, like, let's try and see if it works. If not, okay. If it does, we found something." The Golden State's game against the Celtics was the final one of a 4-game road trip. They won 3 of those matchups. However, Steve Kerr knew that the Celtics were fulfilling their schedule. And he knew that their track record projected them as the top team in the NBA. There is no excuse for not having a legitimate game plan in place. In the world of professional sports, everything is fluid. Plans have to change. Strategies are adjusted. However, putting together a complete game plan to stop the league's best team, mere minutes before the game, is akin to malpractice. Boston is too good and talented for this type of last-minute planning to pay dividends. There is a difference between adding a detail to the game plan and creating a game plan on the fly. During the first half, it seemed like the entire defense was challenging Brown to shoot. He made 5 of 10 from deep. The Warriors were once the gold standard of the NBA. This season, their age and decline have become apparent for all to see. However, the lack of preparedness is a new low for the franchise. If they want to become a competitive team again, perhaps this defeat will serve as the wake-up call they needed. Stephen Curry, a joint decision to leave Jaylen Brown open from 3. Golden State Warriors point guard, Stephen Curry, shared with NBA reporters that it was a joint decision between players and coaches to leave Boston Celtics forward, Jaylen Brown, open from the three-point line. The Warriors' strategy backfired significantly, with Brown sinking 5 out of 10 shots from beyond the arc. When facing a team with so many threats, you try to pinpoint a weakness to see if it throws them off balance, explained Curry, via The Athletic. Obviously, it didn't go as planned. When you have a creative idea that falls short, it feels like you're taking the ball out of the basket. They were hitting 10 threes in the first quarter, similar to what we do against other teams. It's somewhat demoralizing, especially on the road. It's a situation where you almost feel comfortable giving up, and they took advantage of that. So it seems like we have to play home run basketball on the other end to keep up. The Warriors suffered a tough loss to the Celtics, with a final score of 140-88. Curry played only 16 minutes, finishing with 4 points after hitting 2 of 13 from the field and missing all 9 of his attempts from beyond the arc. "We don't regret our approach," affirmed Curry. "It's a learning moment, taking the hit we did tonight and not letting it linger. Overall, we've been playing solid basketball. Let's wash this one away, but remember the level we must reach if we want to be the team that poses a serious threat at the end of the year." Currently standing at 32-28 for the season, the Warriors hold the 9th spot in the Western Conference standings. As we approach the playoffs and prepare for upcoming series, it's crucial to understand our opponents, Curry emphasized. "We've performed well in these scenarios before. That's the bigger picture." Stephen Curry admits Celtics remind him of his dynastic Warriors. On Sunday, the Celtics became the first team in NBA history to tally 3 wins with more than 50 points in the same season. After defeating the Pacers 155-104 and the Nets 136-86 earlier in the season, Boston dismantled the Warriors 140-88 to improve their league best record to 48-12. The demolition of Golden State by Boston was so brutal that, with his team trailing by 44 at halftime, Stephen Curry sat out the entire second half. In doing so, Curry couldn't help but view Joe Mazzulla's Celtics in the same light as his dynastic Warriors from 2015-18, who routinely dismantled opponents. "They seem very sure of themselves and who they are," Curry remarked about the Celtics. "When you hit 10 threes in the first quarter, that's what we used to do to teams. It's somewhat demoralizing, especially on the road." When asked if the Celtics were even more motivated to avenge the 2022 NBA Finals loss, Curry highlighted that they have faced each other several times since then. "I'm not sure what they talked about in the locker room. We played them 4 times since then, so I'm sure the narrative has aged. But they are the best team in the league right now." For perspective, even the 2015-18 Warriors teams never recorded 3 wins of more than 50 points in the same season. The only other teams to register at least 2 wins of over 50 points were the 1992-93 Sacramento Kings and the 1978-79 Milwaukee Bucks, according to ESPN Stats and Information. The Celtics are nearly invincible at the moment. During their ongoing 11-game winning streak, they are defeating teams by an average of 22 points. For the season, their point differential of 11.42 is the 5th best in NBA history, behind only the 2016-17 Warriors, 11.63, the 1995-96 Bulls, 12.24, the 1970-71 Bucks, 12.26, and the 1971-72 Lakers, 12.28. Guess what those dominant teams did? They raised banners.